Hey, it's Gav from Hiking for Health and welcome to another wild camping adventure. Today I'm up on Derwent Edge in the Peak District. The weather's quite good today. Apparently it's sunny until about 3 o'clock and then there's going to be a bit of a mist and haze. But fingers crossed we'll have a bit of a sunset there and I'll get the tent up in time for some tea. Seems like an age since I was last out camping, but it's always good to get back out into the Peak District for another one. Okay, it's going to be a sub-zero one tonight apparently, with a bit of snow tomorrow. So thanks for joining me and let's see what this adventure has in store. Right, I'm all set. I won't put the tent up just yet. I'll wait for it to get on the way to being dark. But just beautiful views all around. I camped at this spot in September when we were in the middle of a mini heat wave. The video's on my channel if you fancy having a look. But the conditions now are completely the polar opposite. But it was just such a perfect camp. I loved it. Great views in the morning. And just everything you need really. Not too far to get here. I wasn't after a big long hike today. I've done enough of those recently. Just after having a camp in some cold conditions. So I'm testing out a couple of foil mats today. I've got one that's going to act as the base of the tent, and hopefully that'll keep all the warmth in, and also a foil mat to put under my Tri-Nordic sleeping mat, which only has an R value of 1.8. So I know the saying is the money needs to be spent on the mat rather than the sleeping bag, but yeah, that's the one thing I really need to improve, is the sleeping mat. An R value of 1.8 isn't brilliant, but hopefully with these two foil mats, which I'll show you later, that'll hopefully insulate me a little bit. It's going to be a cold one tonight. But look at the positives. Not one midge. I hate midges. Just no escaping them in the summer. So the ground's solid, but once you get the pegs so far down, it's fine. So here's the setup. I've got a foil mat for the base and then another one to put the sleeping mat on. The sleeping mat's a Tri-Nordic which has an R value of 1.8, which isn't brilliant, but it'll have to do. And then the OEX Leviathan 900 with a Decathlon memory foam pillow. So that's me for the night. It's going to be a cold one tonight. But great to test out the gear, see how it all performs. And just so peaceful. So it's going to get dark soon. I've got my Kindle, so I'll get reading for a bit tonight, I think. Watch a bit of YouTube, get some tea on. But wow, what a view this is. Just beautiful. It never gets old. Such a contrast from when I was up here in September, in the middle of that little mini heat wave we had. I can remember just sleeping with the door open of my tent, and there was a nice gentle breeze. Just perfect. So I'm hoping that the OEX Leviathan 900 performs well tonight. Otherwise I might be a bit cold. So the next thing on my gear is the sleeping mat. That is definitely my next purchase. So I need something that is certainly better than an R value of 1.8. But you know, it's all about the journey with your gear, isn't it? And you can't get everything perfect straight away. We'll see how it is in the morning, whether I'm frozen. Crikey, little fella. What are you doing there? You staying out of this this cold? So the temperature's really starting to fall now. You can see the north side of all these peaks because the sun didn't reach it today, so you've still got that white frosting of snow. The gas seems to be holding up well. Fingers crossed. So I'm just cooking my tea. Got some noodles today. the sound of snow on the tent sounds very different to the sound of rain on a tent. It's like a more gentle pitter-patter. Snow's forecast till about 2 or 3 in the morning, but makes me wonder just what it's going to look like when I unzip the tent to get packed up. So the weather forecast was right this time. It's due to be snowing through the night until about 4 or 5 o'clock. You've got to love the sound of snow on a tent. So, the snow's falling on the top of the tent. It's about -4 outside with the wind chill. And I'm laid in here with a balaclava on. It's the classic balaclava that you buy because you think one day you'll need it. And it goes in the drawer for most of the year. And occasionally comes out in a wild camp. And I never really use it. But this camp I am. Because it's so cold. So the snow's starting to build up outside, and there might be enough in the morning for a little bit of a snowman. We'll see. I don't think there's much of a sunrise. It's supposed to be misty in the morning, so a nice misty start. We'll see. But yeah, it's been a good camp so far. Some beautiful views, and had a good bit of tea and a cuppa, so just chilling out now. I've got all my electrics with me inside the sleeping bag. Kindle, my charger, purely because if it's out the tent, the main part of the tent, or even inside the tent, it's just getting so cold, so worried it might affect its performance. So yeah, I've popped them inside the sleeping bag with me. Got my gas all wrapped up inside a woolly hat, so that'll be all right in the morning for a cup of tea. And yeah, we'll see how it looks in the morning. It's time to get some sleep, so I shall see in the morning, and we'll see what it brings. So we've had some snow last night. The base of the tent's quite buried, but the old Van Gogh Banshee, it fared really well last night, so well done. And the OEX Leviathan was a warm sleeping bag, but the only thing I would say is my mat is the thing that lets the system down, I'd say, at this time of year. Even with the 2 foil mats underneath it, you can still feel that cold coming through. So that's the next purchase, I suppose. But all in good time. We've got some animal tracks here. Probably that rabbit from last night. tell you, it's at times like these you really appreciate a nice hot drink. Right, so it's time to get packed up. I've got the sleeping bag all put in its compression bag, goose feathers everywhere. And then I'm just trying to do as much as I can inside the tent before I then embark on getting out there and getting out in the snow. Behold the magical, mystical views of the Derwent Valley. And over here you can see Win Hill in all its majesty. And over there you've got Stanage Edge. Fantastic. It's there somewhere. Now I'm just getting packed up. I need to dig the tent out. Got most of the stuff rolled up inside the tent. Just need to put it in the bag and then make my way down here. I've already given the Peveril tea rooms in Castleton a call to see if they're open, and they are. So they do a fully inclusive breakfast with coffee and juice and toast and everything involved all at once. So that's exactly where I'm headed. But what a brilliant camp that was. Cold, great to test out some gear, and lovely to see all this snow. It's amazing just how still everything is out here. You can hear the occasional call of the grouse, a few rabbits lolloping about, but just nothing happening. But solitude. Anyway, I hope you're doing all right out there and keeping positive. Lots to be thankful for. Christmas on its way, and a new year starting very soon. Definitely thinking of changing the tent soon. I've got an OEX Bobcat 1 for stealthy adventures when I just want to take a light tent. The Banshee's great for a little bit more room and a bit more space, but it's just the headroom inside there. It's great for laying in and leaning to the side to make your coffee with the old jet boil, but you know, if you want to sit up in that tent, it's a nightmare. And of course you get all of the condensation at the top. So yeah, I'm thinking about the similar kind of design, but just a bigger tent. Similar kind of weight maybe, but just more headroom. But we'll see. Maybe there'll be some tents in the New Year's sales. Obviously camping at the moment for most isn't the priority, so you can get some good deals around this time of year. Right, it's time to head off now, so remember to leave no trace. And the only way somebody would know I'd been here is that little patch in the snow. And lots of footprints, of course. Here we have Derwent the snowman. And, sorry fella, got to leave you behind. It's time to go and get a breakfast. spreading positivity. That's what we like to see. There we go. I've done my own now. Peace. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. This is no place to go. Let it snow, let it snow. So I'm just on the final stretch, heading towards the car, and then that will be the end of another wildcat. Then I'm headed to Castleton, to the tea rooms, for a nice cooked breakfast. So if you've watched this far, thanks for watching, and I appreciate you commenting and subscribing and all that other YouTube stuff. But no, it really makes a lot of difference, so thank you. Right, so all the best, and I'll see you on another one.